out to Steve just a few minutes before this call, and I was like, Steve, I did this training a couple days ago on the I Am Woman Summit, and Elaine actually gave a training that she did for Steve's team. She gave it again, and it was like 600 plus women she spoke to. So shout out to her. She did incredible. And I did this same exact training towards the end of the summit. And so many people asked me like, man, can you give this training to my leaders? Every leader needs to hear this. So I was like, you know what? My first stop needs to be my team, my leadership, my mentors, my upline. So guys, thank you so much for having me. If you're excited to receive today, go ahead and drop a number 1 in the chat box. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. And we're just going to get straight to it because, like Steve said, we don't want to keep things too long. I just want to get straight to the point. So I've kind of already done this training, but I just brought it to a whole new level. I feel like this was really on my heart for such a long time because of what I've seen through social media, because of what I've seen through other leaders, because of what I've seen, the way that people, equip their leaders and how they handle being a mentor, and I really want to strive to really highlight the importance of what it is to actually be a mentor, because it comes with a lot of responsibility. And I feel like people just throw out the title like, oh yeah, I'm a mentor to 3 people. I'm a mentor to 3,000 people. I'm a mentor to 300,000 people. But nobody really knows the weight that comes with being a mentor. So I'm just going to get straight to it, guys. These are a couple of things that I want you guys to actually write down, stay in tune to. Sorry, guys, my messages are coming up. Just ignore that. Okay. You are a leader and a mentor as soon as you get started in the business. Guys, this is what I tell every single person that joins my team. Listen, whether you want to build or not, whether you're a trader or you want to be a trader and a builder, you are a mentor once you sign up to this business. Why? Because you are a mentor to yourself. If you think about it, your mind is the most powerful tool, but also it could be the one thing that goes against everything that you're trying to pursue, the things that you're trying to reach, right? Your mind is so powerful. It can really put you in a place of doubt. It can put you in a place of maybe I can't achieve those things, but we have to overcome that. So the first person you need to mentor is yourself, and yourself is actually the hardest person that you can mentor. Don't wait until you have a team of 10 people to start developing yourself as a mentor or leader. As soon as you sign up, you are a mentor yourself. Yes, we have uplines and mentors, but no one can force more motivation or force you to work. You see, like Steve was just saying, it came in the right timing that I decided to level up. Steve was there to say, I believe in you. You got this. You can do this. But it wasn't until I fully believed in myself and who I was and who I was capable of doing. Sorry, guys, I'm going to try to close this. Okay. And what I was capable of doing, that I actually started to step out in faith and say, you know what, Steve is right. I can do this. Mikey is right. I do have, the qualities to be an amazing leader, to be an amazing mentor, but we have to believe in it ourselves. Okay. Always practice self-development, spiritual development, and personal development every single day, guys. This is not, okay, I need to write this down on a list and make sure I get it done. No, this is a lifestyle. Like, you're not just practicing personal self and spiritual development as part of a schedule, 30 minutes a day. Like, I'm practicing it all the time. The conversations that I overhear from my mentors, the type of calls that I'm listening into, the type of value that I'm watching on TV. Guys, we've been in quarantine, and honestly, there's days that I don't even watch television. Like, I haven't watched TV in maybe 3 days. I've been home, but I haven't watched TV. I've been reading books. I've been, doing some spiritual development. I've been pouring into myself the things that I need in order to develop. I know that the things that are showing on TV, the news, all that stuff just starts to like huddle you into a little hole, and you start to sink in, right? So guys, it's not a requirement. It's a lifestyle. I want you guys to understand that. The next thing I want to go into is, as a mentor, you need to ask yourself, am I really trying to build up other leaders, or am I just trying to build up myself? And the reason why I say that is because I've seen so many mentors and I've seen leaders, not even in this company, but in other companies. I've seen how they're talking so much about I, and they're talking about me. And I look at their Instagram and everything is about them. And I know that they have a huge team of people behind them working to build up their success. Because at the end of the day, in this business, you are nothing without your team. Like, I don't care how great of a leader you are. I don't care how great of a mentor you are. Without a team of leaders, you are absolutely nothing. So those are the people that you need to put first. Those are the ones that you need to put ahead of you, okay? Are you taprooting in your business? Are you working with your leaders, people? Or are you just working with your P150s and your P600s? You see, what I like to do is, Brandon Coleman, he's on this call. He brought in 2 brand new people the other night, and I was on a call with him, helping him enroll those 2 people. I could have just been like, yeah, I'm going to help you enroll these 2 people with Bitcoin, and then, you go launch them. You got this. No, I wanted to get to know those 2 people. So I was like, all right, guys, let's schedule a launch call tomorrow. I didn't have to do that. Brandon knows how to launch his people, but I want to get to know the people that are on my team. Elaine wants to get to know the people that are on her team. So her and I, we tag team these calls. We get on them together. We like to know who is on our team. If somebody tells you, hey, did you know that Daniel so-and-so, he's doing an amazing job, and you don't know who that is? Are you being a good leader and mentor if you don't know who's in your organization? Now, there comes a certain point where you do have an excuse because, think of Matt Rose and Jason Brown. Like, they're not going to know every single name of every single person that's in their organization. But as you're growing as a leader, you should know. We are P2000s. We have about 100 people in our organization. We should know at least 95% of those people in our organization, at least. You should have a good, well-rounded, vision of who is in your team, the type of people that are in your team, the type of vision that they share, because at the end of the day, we need to make sure that everybody on our team is sharing the same vision, is on the same exact page, okay? If you want to really grow your business, you need to be available for your teams, and they need to know that they have full access to you. I've heard this, and I've literally had to tell my leaders, like, guys, stop. Because I've heard this time and time again, we don't like reaching out to you guys because we know that you guys are busy. Elaine and I have heard this, and I'm like, yeah, we are busy because we are available for our team. And you need to make sure your team knows that. Yes, I am busy, but it is because I am available to you guys. Not because I am busy and the things that I have going on are too important to cater to you, because your team needs to know that they can text you super last minute. Especially lately, God has honestly been testing Elaine and I. We've been getting on some crazy last minute calls like, hey, I need you on a closing call in 2 minutes. Dropping everything to get on a closing call. Hey, I need you to do an opportunity call in 5 minutes. Dropping everything to make sure we are on that opportunity call. Are you available like that to your team? Are you jumping like that for your team? Are you diving? Are you hungry? Are you starving? Like, you need to be like that for them, because at the end of the day, maybe that one closing call isn't really going to benefit you that much, but maybe that person is one person away from their rank up. One person away from feeling that motivation, right? One person away from really getting to a level of saying, wow, I can actually do this. Guys, this isn't about us. This is about everybody but us, okay? Are you mentoring everyone in your business or only your top leaders? I feel like sometimes we may get to a specific level. Maybe not all of you guys on this call are, but we may get to a specific level where we're like, okay, well, I only work with my P600s, P1000s, and they work with their people. No. Absolutely not. I want my downline to know that they can come to me when they need mentorship. Because at the end of the day, I don't want them to just know me because of my Instagram. I don't want them to say, yeah, that's my mentors upline. Jason, the other night, he was on a call with Amberly, and Amberly is Jason's personal. And he told me, he was like, babe, it was so funny. Amberly almost forgot that she was my personal and that she could reach out to me as her mentor. Like, imagine Jason has all these people on his team, yet he is still making himself available for his people. You guys, we need to make our team know that we are available for them in every single sense of the word, okay? We need to focus on duplication, yes, but let's do that in the masses. Let's do that to as many people as possible. Okay, that I'm not going to just look at a specific person and be like, well, they're closest to P1000, so that's the person I'm going to try to duplicate my leadership to. No, I'm trying to duplicate my leadership starting the day that they get enrolled. I'm going to start to duplicate, Elaine and I start to duplicate our leadership the day that they sign up, and we're welcoming them into the Telegram. Like, we are trying to duplicate our leadership the minute that they are involved in this family, in this culture, right? Because developing leaders, like Steve was saying, it takes time, guys. So we need to start from the very basics. We can't say, oh, once you hit P600, I'll start really mentoring you. Like, no, maybe the conversations will be different when they get to P600, but you start mentoring them the day they get started. even if they want to be traders. You see, people look at me, they're like, do you actually trade? I'm like, yes, I actually trade. I want to mentor my people on trading just as much as I want to mentor them on building. I'm not just here to help builders build. I'm here to help traders win. You know, we need to have that mindset, guys. Okay, the next thing I want to go on to, because I know I'm going to make this kind of short. As a mentor, you need to ask yourself, okay, the first thing I want you guys to do, I want you guys to check your heart. You know, a lot of people, we come into this business and we have all these people on our team. We have all these people hyping us up, right? Building our egos, right? First of all, like, ego is one of the hardest things to control. I've had an ego before. Every single person has had an ego before. You cannot come on here and say that you've never had an ego, because you have. And maybe you currently still have one and you're like battling to control it. Guys, as you grow, as God elevates you, your ego is like the enemy to what God is trying to do to you. You see, because what your ego does is it eats the elevation alive. Because you start to strive on ego, right? You start to strive on, well, maybe it is all about me. And then you start to lose the people who actually saw you for your genuine heart. You start to lose the people that actually saw you for your humility. You start to lose those people that actually looked up to you in such a big way. So guys, we need to pay attention to our intentions. We need to pay attention to our hearts. We need to look deep down and say, God, look at my heart. If there's anything in my heart that does not come from you, I want you to strip it away, God, because I don't want to be the type of person that is standing on a platform. I want you to be the platform. I want to be the platform that you stand on. And that's something that Chris Derrick said the other day on the prayer call. And I love that. Like, he literally said, he's like, every time I speak, every time I give a training, I say, God, I don't want to be the one on the platform. I want to be the platform that you stand on. So imagine this is me and this is God. This is what I want to be, you know? And because of that, his elevation is just becoming more and more alive inside of you. And I just want to keep on going, guys. Are you genuinely helping your people grow as leaders and win? Being a mentor isn't just a title because you have people on your team. Being a mentor means you put other success before yourself. That right there, that line, being a mentor means putting other success before yourself. We say it. We write it on Instagram. We write it in our captions. But are we actively walking in it, right? It's like you talk the talk, but are you walking the walk? Are you actually doing what you say you're going to do? Right? Are you actually putting other successes before yourself? Last week, I was more happy that we popped 4 P600s than me hitting P2000 with Elaine. And I was really freaking happy when we hit P2000. But I was more happy to see our P600s win, to see our P600s level up. And I literally was on the phone with her after. I was like, dude, I'm going to cry when we hit chairman, but I'm going to fall to my knees when I see our people hit chairman. That really is what's going to tell me, like, man, you're a really good leader. You're a really good mentor. God really used you to help bring up these people in their lives. We have to seriously pay attention to putting their success before ours. And it's not, oh, I'm going to put their success before mine because if I focus on my team, I'm going to grow. You're still going with your own intentions. Just focus on your team. That's all you have to do. Everything else will come. Everything else will follow. God will pour on the blessings. Just focus on your team, right? Oh, if I get on this call, maybe this will happen for me. Stop thinking about what will happen for me. You know, Jason talked about this last night on our prayer call. He talked about, you know, this book that John C. Maxwell wrote. It's called Leadership. And he talked about the perk and the price. And he talked about the 2 different kinds of leadership, right? And one of them, this is in a clearly sense of the word, one of them was a really selfish leadership, and the other one was really selfless leadership. And that's what we need to focus on. We need to focus on selfless leadership. That's how you're a mentor. That's how you're a leader. That's how you're going to level up, okay? It means you are willing to help even people that are not on your team because you are so on fire to impact lives. Last week, Elaine and I did 2 international trainings that did not benefit us whatsoever. This week, we're doing a call with Italy and Switzerland, right, on Friday. That is not going to benefit us whatsoever. Elaine works from 3 a.m. to 3 p.m., Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And she's going to literally run from work to get on this call to do a training for people that are not even on her team. But guys, it's not about us. Like, if we have something in us that can help to take somebody else to the next level, that can help to motivate somebody, that can help to encourage somebody, why not? Why not would you make yourself available? You see, when I get these DMs like, hey, I know you're not on my team, that's the first thing that they say, hey, I know you're not on my team, and I know you don't even know who I am. but would love for you to give this training to my team. Yeah, of course. I'm there for you guys. Whatever you guys need. Making yourself available to people. You see, my team, you know, me and Elaine, the way that we structure our time is our team comes first, yes. But if we have extra time to devote to other people who need some value in their life, why not? You know, we need to open our eyes, and we need to be on fire for people, not money. And I really want to focus on this because, you know, Jason talks about this a lot. And I talk about him a lot. He's in the room right there, so you can overhear me. But he's my boyfriend and all, but I also learn from him every single day, and I hear him talking on calls, and I'm just mentally just always taking notes. I'm mentally just like always like, okay, this is what I need to fix in my leadership. This is what I need to do, you know, just constantly evolving. And, you know, Mike Sotero actually, like maybe 6 months ago, he had to put me in my place because I was like, Mikey, oh my gosh, we're like a couple people away from P1000. I'm so excited. And he literally took my little ego and he crashed and burned it to the ground. And he was like, Katie, stop texting me about your rank. Start texting me about your people's rank. So I was like, oh my Jesus. I was like, was that my ego that just got crushed? Absolutely, it was. You see, because I was focusing on the wrong thing. And whatever you focus on grows. So if I was just focusing on me, yeah, I was going to grow. But what about my people? It's nice to get to the top, but if you're at the top alone, it's not fun, guys. What's really impactful is that you help so many other people get to the top with you, okay? My finishing statement, guys, as a mentor, you will be thrown in the fire sometimes, but you need to be unshakable, powerful, passionate, and always positive. You know, we will be faced with adversity. We will be thrown in situations that maybe we don't know what to do. But in that given moment, God will equip you to know exactly what to do. Okay, every single day you're growing in wisdom and stature, and you're growing in knowledge, and you're growing in development, and you're just growing every single day. You should wake up hungry for growth. Every single day I strive to be a better person than I was the day before. And that should be every single person on this call. Because as you're evolving, so is your team. I've noticed, I'm like, God, when I put myself in a position to just be so hungry for growth and so hungry to help my team grow, that's when we started to see results. You see, I stopped focusing on the actual results, and I started focusing on the development of my team. I started focusing on their mindset. I started focusing on their personalities, on having emotional intelligence, on developing them as leaders. That's when we started to see the results that we really wanted them to see. Okay, guys, there are people that are counting on you for your obedience into leadership. You see, there's people that are on this call that maybe, you know, a couple of months ago, they weren't really benefiting the way that they are now from, you know, me and Elaine and our trainings. But it's because God literally told us, you need to, Schwabi, can you tell them to be quiet, please? Thank you. Sorry, guys. God literally told us, like, you guys need to level up. Like, you guys need to stop being in your comfort zone. It's cute, it's great, but you need to level up as leaders, because there are people that are counting on you for them to level up. And until you do, they're going to stay stagnant. They're going to stay in the same place. So, you know, if you're not growing, you're dying. So you need to always be hungry for growth. The last thing I want to talk about, which has nothing to do with my topic, but as leaders, we need to know this. We need to protect the house, guys. Income claims. These are things that we hear some of the top leaders talk about. They're not just for chairman. These types of things that they talk about are not just for the P5000s, right? They're not just for higher ranking people. This starts with us paving the way for every single person that comes after us, right? We're creating that pathway, okay? We do not want to promote money or extensive lifestyle. The vision isn't money, it's education. I've been on closing calls and people are like, well, how much have you made since you started in the business? And I kindly tell them, I'm like, to be completely honest, I don't talk about money because that's not the vision that I'm trying to paint you. The vision that I'm trying to paint you is education. The vision that I'm trying to paint you is ultimately, you know, a life change with learning a skill set that can set you financially free. I don't even entertain money conversations. I don't, because it's not about money. Like, yeah, everybody comes into this to make that money, but we need to change their mindset. Like, you will make money, but if you focus on the money, everything will fall. If you focus on development, if you focus on your leaders, everything else will grow with it. Do you guys see what I'm saying? We need to focus on the things that are gonna grow, the things that we need to grow, okay? We focus on money, money's always gonna be there. But if you focus on money, like, yeah, it might grow, but there's gonna be moments of stagnancy. There's gonna be retracements. There's gonna be moments of downtrends, right? Because you're focusing on the wrong thing. You guys need to focus on the right thing. You need to focus on your leaders. You need to focus on your trainings. Okay. People have been like, wow, you and Elaine have been like on another level because all we've been doing is PowerPoints lately. But I feel like, you know, with PowerPoints, it really helps to structure our talk. You guys can take screenshots. We can email them out to leaders so that they can go ahead and teach it to their teams. So that's why we've been doing PowerPoints lately. And honestly, I've just been devoting so much time to this. And literally, Elaine and I are baffled because every single day, our back office is growing by 6, 7 people every single day. Every single day. But because we're focusing on development, we're focusing on our leaders. Okay, guys, we're not focusing on the numbers. So try to stay away from talking about money in reference to your earnings in the business or how much you can make. Okay, people are like, oh, so you're a P2000. Like, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean, like, in business? You know, if I'm on a one-on-one prospect call, like, I'll tell them, like, okay, so yeah, the business does compensate you, it pays you residually for building the business, and P2000 is pretty much just a rank. Because of the amount of people we have on our team, we make 2,000 residually a month. But you would never see me saying that on a training like this or on a huge training. Like, we need to be careful with the words that we use. Literally just stay away from talking about money. That's like the easiest way. Maybe say percentages. Sometimes I say percentages, like in my group chats. Hey guys, I grew my trading account by 200% today. Did I say how much money it was? No. I just said the percentage that I grew it on. We need to be smart with the words that we utilize, okay? Education and learning an incredible skill set is extremely valuable. It's extremely valuable. Let's continue to promote that. Guys, we need to promote the actual platform itself, okay? We can't promote this get rich thing because then people are like, oh, it's a get rich quick. Like, it's really not. It's a get rich period. Like, you will make money if you are dedicated and consistent, but we're not here selling money. We're here talking about education. Okay, education is very valuable, but you guys have to put emphasis in that. You guys have to say, man, this education has changed my life. This platform, man, it has changed my life. And honestly, that's going to help with retainment. When you promote the platform like nothing else, that will help with retainment. Because imagine somebody coming into the business, the very first conversation they had with that top leader or that top mentor was talking about how important the platform is. So what is their mindset coming into the business? They're going to come into the business saying, man, this platform, I need to really plug into this platform. I need to really take advantage of all the scanners and the strategies and the applications and the go live sessions and the academy. Like, they're going to come in with the mindset to really take full advantage of the platform, guys. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So we need to go ahead and just focus in and zone in on that, guys. I really want you guys to just take this value. If you guys want the training, I can go ahead and email it to you guys. Just text it to me. And yeah, we're good to go. So Steve, thank you so much for having me, guys. Thank you again.